Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, in this Python tutorial, we'll deep dive into one of the most fundamental data structures, and that is lists. By the end of the video, you'll know how to create, manipulate, and extract information from list, even list inside list, which is called nested lists, right? So, let's get started. Python list, right? So, let's start by creating a list. So, creating is as simple as putting things within the square brackets, be it a number or a string or anything else. So I'll just name it my underscore list, which equals to, and initialize the square brackets, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are comma separated elements within the square brackets are forms a list, right? If I print the variable my list and run this, so a list is appeared here. So we can have multiple types within the same list. So if I want uh, a string and an integer, or even a float value within the string, right? So sorry, within the list, right? So what we can do is create another list, mlist, where I'll put the values like 1 string value, or a float value, like this is a pi value, right? And just print this mlist. So the list is not bounded by the data type, so it can have any type of the elements. Now list can also contain list within it. What do I mean is, if I say ll equals to initialization of the list through the square brackets, and then I can contain list as 1 comma 2, another sublist is 3 comma 4, another sublist is hello 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 my friend. And if I run this, print ll, see, we have list within list. Now subsetting list, so subset and conquer. So it's basically you can access the items using indexes always start from 0. So let me just create another list stating fruits. Let's say fruits. I have apple, banana, orange, sorry, orange. Could be many more, right? So if I want to access the first element of the list, remember the index starts from 0. So in order to access the first element of the list, I can say that I want to print, sorry, fruits. The first element of the list is apple, so I have to use the index as 0. 0 index maps to apple, 1 index maps to banana, 2 index maps to orange. So it will print apple. Now uh, let's say we do not know how lengthy the list is, but we want to print the final value, right? What I mean by this is, let's say list contains list contains contains n number of elements, 1 2 1 2 dot, 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 and this is uh, n nth value, right? Nth value. Now I want to print the n value, but I do not know the length of the list. What do I have to do? So reversively, we can say that the index starts from -1. So it goes -1 for orange, -2 for banana, -3 for apple. So if I print fruits -1, it will print orange. See, orange is printed. If I print fruits -2, it will print apple. Oh, sorry, banana, right? Because banana is at -2. This is subsetting of list. Now, slicing and dicing. Um, uh, if you want a chunk of a list, we can use slicing with a colon. So how does it work? We already created fruits. Let's create it again for your better understanding. I'll just copy this part here, right? Fruits, fruits is created. Now, I want to only keep apple and banana part of it and remove the part after banana. What I can do is fruits 0 colon 2. Now what does this say? This says keep the values from 0 till 2th element. From 0th element to 2th element. Now you would say 0 is apple, 1 is banana and 2 is orange. Just like loops, when we go from range n to m is never included. Similarly here, this is also a range 0 to 2, but 2 is not included here. So only 0 and 1 will be contained. So if I print this value, we see apple and banana as we expect. Now we can also subset the subset of the list. Subset the list of lists. How? Like let's say this is a nested list. As I said, subset of a list is also list in list is nested list, right? So what we can do is create a nested list where we can have multiple values as 1 comma 2 as one sublist and 3 comma 4 as another sublist. Now I want to get the values from the chain of the indexes, right? I want to get the second element of the first sublist. So basically second element is the first sublist is this and the second element is 2. So in order to get the first element, what can I do is type is 0. What will 0 return to me? 1 comma 2, right? Now if I want to print the 2 value only, not the one, but to access this value, now I have in nested list in 0th element is 1 and 1 comma 2. Now to get the value, what I can just type is the index of 2. What is the index of 2? 0 1. 1 is the index of 2. 1 is the index of 2. Now this will print only 2. It's easy, isn't it? Now we can move further to manipulating lists. We know lists are mutable, meaning you can change them anytime. Whatever it is, we can change the values in the list anytime. So I'll just copy this fruits again for this reference. If we print fruits has apple, banana, orange. But let's say I do not want to keep apple. I want to replace apple's value as what? Blueberry. What will happen here? We can change the value of fruits here. So fruits value is updated. If I print fruits, here initially apple is here, but when I replaced apple with blueberry, the list has updated, right? Now we can also extend a list. What does it mean by extending a list? Let's say I have list 1 and list 2. I want to make as a complete list. So basically which equals to list 1 plus list 2. How to do this? Let's say we have a list of fruits as we had, right? Now I can also have another fruits 2 as orange. Now I want to add fruits 2 to fruits. What I can do is fruits dot extend fruits 2. If I print fruits, it has orange yet again, right? Because fruits 2 had orange in it. There is another way of extending a list is, let's say I have a variable named which has the value of it as mango. I want to extend my current fruits list which also has 2 oranges now. Remember the new fruits list is this. Now if I want to extend it is this, I'll use just append function which just appends the value at the end of the list. So if I use var here, so this value is appended in the list. If I type again fruits, mango will appear at the end. How to delete the element from a list? So deleting the element, let's say I had fruits here, right? This fruits value is, if I just type print fruits, what does fruits have? Apple, banana, orange, mango. I want to delete the first element of the fruits, which is apple. I'll just go del function and fruits and the index of the value that I want to remove. And if I print fruits, if I print fruits, see, apple is not here. So del removes the value by index. Now, what are the inner workings of list? Lists in Python are actually implemented as dynamic arrays. That means they resize automatically when you add elements. Pretty efficient under the hood. But remember that some operations like inserting in the middle can be slower than others. So, and that's your full rundown on Python lists. You learned how to create and access lists, slice and subset them, modify, extend and delete elements, and even how nested list works. Hope this helped you out. Until next time, happy coding.